Sure.
I get tons of questions about journaling, and I want to ask in advance of questions that I get, and also maybe be able to send this interview to people. When you keep it like in an Excel file, do you like have a tab for every day and you just create a new tab, day one, day two, day three, or do you do days down like this? Or, how are you arranging
Mhm.
this visually so that it's efficient and effective for you? Any tips on that you've made mistakes where you're like, damn, that doesn't work, and you have a more
Yeah.
refined process?
So for me, what worked best was splitting it into tabs regarding the discipline. So I had a numbers tab, I had a words tab, I had a historical dates tab. And in each tab, I had only the results for this specific discipline and written down in a list with the date in the first column. So date, then the next column was what I attempted. So let's say I attempted 200 digits, I write down 200, then the result and the score for that. And then another column, I would write down the memory palace I used. So I could rotate through all my memory palaces one by one. And in the last column, I would write notes like what was special about it and so on. And then, of course, I had some used colors for specific results. For example, if I exceeded a specific result, then it was lighting up green. If I was under a specific result, it was lighting up red, stuff like that. So I made it like fun. It was, I loved these kind of statistics and stuff. So I was also creating diagrams out of my data. So over time, how did I improve and where was it going up and down? I even was looking into, was I better in the morning or in the evening, or was it better on the weekends? So I put a lot of effort into just building up these sheets, and this is also something don't I was always trying not to drift too much into just creating nice sheets, because in the end you don't do anything. You just have a super nice journal and it's great and it's cool and it's colorful and it's fun, but you don't do your training. That doesn't make any sense. So I was drifting here a bit, but when it was at some point, it was really just joyful to put things in there. And yeah, that's actually what I did here with that.
Cool, cool. Thanks. Well, that's very, very useful, I'm sure, for many people, and useful for me too, because often the just sitting around tinkering with the device is not the real thing. Genshi Genbutsu, as the Japanese say, the real place, the real thing. But
Yeah,
still important.
yeah, but there's nothing which is perfect. So this is also what I experience. As I said, I tend to try to make it perfect in the first place, the perfect journal, but that's not how it's working. Just go with something, put it in a tab, and then see, and you will feel, okay, I have to organize it a bit different. This has to go extra, and then you do that. So it's developing during the process of training, because in the beginning you don't know what you will face during training. But while you're doing your training, you see, okay, I need to have a category for that because this kind of mistake appears over and over again. So I have to take a closer look, and you can't do that beforehand. You can do that only while or during the process. So relax and just start somehow.